All right, let me rotate this camera here. I'm back. I got kicked off of that live stream earlier. I apologize, Amazon. I think I said a cuss word, but if you're joining me, I'm Eric. I create content for a living. This is my studio here. And there's a previous version of this that just ended. I accidentally, I think, said some swear words, and so I got kicked off, which I totally get. Amazon, I'm back in your good graces, I hope. I am not gonna do that, and I wanna continue on with this. So if you wanna see everything I covered previously, you're gonna have to go back and watch the one that just happened before this. In it, I cover some microphones, I cover some stuff for kids, some household items. I'm also a dad, so in addition to creating content on YouTube and podcasting, I like to review and share with you some stuff that is family friendly, is things that my wife and I and my kids use all the time. So, but back to it. So this webcam here, this is by Logitech. So saying if you're my age or older, you're probably familiar with Logitech. They used to make speakers. You remember having like a PC and you'd have the two little speakers next to it and play music. Logitech is that company, but anyways, this thing is great for Zooms. It's great for filming YouTube videos. It's a great entry into the webcam world, and it's 34% off today. Click the link in this. You're gonna get this for 34% off. Great deal. Very lightweight. I was demonstrating earlier that you can hold it in the palm of your hand. It connects to your computer via USB. It does have a place here if you want to mount it. So like I have a little tripod here on my desk. You know, you can mount it to that like so. But what's cool is that it also comes with an app. So when you buy the product, you can download the app, and within the app, you can like change your lighting. You can make your face kind of play with the tones there. You can zoom in, so it's more of just your talking head, or you can zoom out so you get your whole background. But the app that it comes with is great. So it's a good value because you get this and then you get the app as well. Get yourself a little tripod if you want to mount it on, or just you can mount it to the top of your laptop where it covers your laptop cam. It's great for that as well. Logitech, and it films in 4K, which I think I mentioned earlier. If not, very important. Good picture quality is all that means. High def, or like super high def. So you're gonna be looking good for work. You're gonna be looking good in your content, etc., etc. Let's move on, guys. Oh, the Wobble Cushion, I love this thing. So this was recommended to me by my chiropractor. So I go to the chiropractor. But regardless, don't worry about that. I like sitting on this because you kind of flexes your abs a little bit, and you can see it here. Let me tilt this camera slightly down. And for me, I like it because it kind of takes some pressure off my back. There's this side, which is a little bit more comfy, and then there's kind of more of a spiky side, which I feel like it's kind of a massage. It gets like the blood flowing. But yeah, you just blow it up, and with like a bike pump. You definitely need one of those. Yeah, you just pump it up, you sit on it. I think it's great for kind of my balance, and also it just like kind of feels good, so I'm not always, like slouched down. It kind of helps me sit up straight, which I like. And yeah, it's called the Wobble Cushion. Link below. Great for, just kind of bouncing and not always sitting in the chair, for me at least, and slouching. So definitely like that. I recommend that. Okay, moving on. Apple Magic Mouse. So if you're like me, those big clunky mouses from like the 90s, they still have them too, where you're using it. Don't like that. I like this because it's low profile and it's Bluetooth. There's no cord. And you don't need a mouse pad. So essentially, you just use it on your desk. And because it's low profile, it feels better on my wrist. And if you are on Mac, it's a Mac product. These little two things here are what it slides on. You don't need a mouse pad. In fact, it actually goes slower on a mouse pad. So you're gonna wanna use it literally just on your desk. You charge it here via USB-C. Man, you charge this thing like overnight, it'll last you like, I don't know, 3 weeks or something. And I'm on my computer all day long for work. I use it constantly, and I only have to charge it like once a month. So clutch, because the battery life is excellent. What else can I say? It's Bluetooth, no cord, cordless 2025, that's key. Come on guys, you gotta go cordless. For size purposes, fits more or less in the palm of my hand. Maybe I have kind of big hands, but it's not like one of those big clunky ones. I know they still make those. I personally don't like those, but yeah, if that's what you like, that's what you like. And hey, I mostly work off a laptop too. I'm assuming you do, unless you're in the office. But I still use it with my laptop because I find that like my finger on the little pad on the laptop, after a while, like clicking it, I start to get this weird like carpal tunnel pain or something in my knuckle here. And so I like using a mouse even with a laptop. And that's my dog scratching. Come on, buddy. Let me pick him up. He sees me moving around and he gets a little nervous. But this is Iggy, everybody. Say what up. He's 15. Looks pretty good. My daughter's friends come over and they think he's a puppy. But when he sees me moving around and like grabbing stuff on my desk, he was knocked out, he was sleeping, but he gets a little anxious. But that's okay, buddy. Okay, let's continue moving on. Great mouse. Yeah, not a whole lot to talk about. Low profile, cordless, connects via Bluetooth, and no mouse pad. Use it on the desk, and the battery, for it being an Apple product, it crushes with the battery, because I know that's sometimes a concern people have. Okay, and if you don't want that, or you don't like Mac, or you don't have Mac, and you still kind of want to go the old school route. So this is a Kensington Trackball. I know it looks like it's from, well, this actually looks pretty good, but some of these models look like they're from the 80s or 90s, but it's a mouse where you just spin the ball. You can program these buttons too. This is called a trackball. If you guys have never seen one of these, Kensington makes these. This is the slim one. Definitely recommend the slim one. And this takes a ton of pressure off your wrist. To be honest, more for gamers, content creators, video editors, audio editors, where you're constantly clicking, clicking, clicking. Maybe you program these buttons for keyboard shortcuts. Just sits on top of the desk. And unlike a mouse, you have to move around. This stays stationary on the desk. You move the ball point to select and click things. So what happens with the mouse, sometimes you're moving it around so much and the way your hand is positioned can sometimes, this one's great. We just talked about the Apple Magic Mouse, can sometimes, I don't know, give you wrist pain. Whereas this, it's a super light touch. You're just using your fingers. And I think it cuts down on a lot of that for a lot of people. Ball comes out. Don't tip it upside down because it won't come out. It will come out. Also connects via Bluetooth. You can use it with the USB cord as well, but I prefer just to charge it with the USB cord and then have it like sitting wireless. But if you want, you can have the cord. I don't know why you would. This is by Kensington. They make great like mouse products, and this is the one that I recommend. All right, moving along here. Okay, these Blink mini cameras. So you can see it right there. And I'm gonna unplug it here. Don't wanna run over my dog. My dog is right there. So great option if something like Ring is too expensive for you. And honestly, these are pretty damn good for what they are. It's by Blink, comes with an app as well. Connects via USB, so you plug it into the wall with a USB cable. You can adjust it. It swivels 360, in all directions. We use this to keep an eye on my dog when he's sleeping. We also put it up in the studio. There's different variations of these. They come in sets by individual. This is the mini. This is the mini. It's compact. Check it out. Click the link below if you are looking for a little camera. Don't recommend these for outside. We use ours inside, and we use them for, honestly, mainly to check on the dog. And in my studio, I like to keep an eye on things. So, you know, we use them for that as well. But yeah, lightweight, again, I like to do the hand test. Does it fit in the palm of my hand? And it does. And if it didn't, I still like it anyway. It is lightweight. The app, like the resolution, is good for the price. Yes, there's better cameras out there. Yes, they're more expensive. But dude, a 2 set for $50, come on. You really can't go wrong with this. We use it daily. Again, USB, you can mount them on things too. There's also a magnet. Some of them come with magnets. This one does not, so I take that back. But yeah, great cameras, guys. Okay, moving on to the VariDesk. So that's why the camera is going up and I am not. This is a sit-stand desk. This is the Comfort Edge. It's a little challenging to see. You know, I added this on here. I don't know how to show it without taking my phone off and everything. But I got the big one. What is this? I think it's the 60-inch. I don't know. So I apologize for that, dude. But sit stand, you can attach hooks onto it. I've got a microphone attached onto it here. Dude, I wanted a big one. This is a big one. I love it so much. I stand sometimes. I sit sometimes. There's different sizes. Get the size that you think would be best for you. I've had this for several years. The hydraulic and, you know, the buttons here haven't broke on me yet. It seems to be built really well, and I love that. Yeah, it has several buttons where you can program the height. So if I hit 2, this is like my stand setting. I mean, it goes way up. I'm gonna lose you in the frame, but that's okay. I just wanna show you. So the desk is going up and I'm not. Okay, now it goes higher. But 1 is kind of like my work position where I sit and it goes down. Pretty quiet too, very smooth. It's not like going up like this, smoothly goes up. Very well built, VariDesk, Comfort Edge. Yeah, this is the 60-inch model. So 60 across, 3 feet deep. So if my camera's at the edge of my desk, 3 feet, 60 across, different sizes. I like the big one because I can fit all my stuff on it. All right, moving on here. Check it out. Now we're talking about microphones. So this is the Rode Wireless Micro. Clips onto your shirt. Comes in a case like this. You get 2 of them for you and somebody you're interviewing or you're making content with. There's a little doodad here. Actually, I have 2 sets of these. So why don't I show you the complete set? That's what it looks like. Case charges, USB, Rode, great company. This is 5% off today too, guys. Click the link. If you want a microphone for whatever social media platform to get better sound with your videos, I freaking love this thing. So you get 2 of them. They clip on. Very tiny. You can see here, I've got it clipped on. So you can clip it on. Some people do that on their hat. The other part goes into your phone. So this is where it gets tricky. So there's 2 models. This is the Lightning model. I don't know if you guys know. I think iPhones 14 and under use a Lightning connection. iPhones 15 and above use a USB-C connection. So there's 2 of these. There's 2 versions. You can get, both of them come with the 2 microphones, both versions. But one is for older iPhones, for Lightning, and the other one looks exactly the same except the part that plugs into your mic is USB-C. So you got to know what kind of iPhone you have. You should know that. Older, you get the Lightning version. Newer, you get the USB-C version. Dude, these are so lightweight. I've used a lot of these little mics that clip on and connect to your phone. This is by far my favorite. because it's so easy to use, super lightweight. You clip it on, it connects automatically to the phone. You don't have to like do anything additionally. You plug it in, you start recording, and boom, you get like the good sound. I'm tapping it here, you can probably hear that. The other thing that's rad, it comes with these little magnets. And so what this is you put it inside of your shirt. And if you want to connect it onto a certain place in your shirt, you can do that. Or whatever, you can put it anywhere. The magnet piece goes on the inside like that. And then, I don't know, if you don't want to have it clipped, or some people wear dress shirts and they put the magnet on the inside like that. Super rad. Really good sound. Really good sound. Impressed by it from day one. And I work in audio for a living, so I'm very particular with how things sound. And that, my friends, is a great sounding lavalier, and it's 5% off if you click the link here. Love that. Speaking of doggies, my dog loved these. If you watched a little bit earlier in this video, I showed him, dude, these Buddy Softies, his favorite treat, 35% off. Click the link below. They're like these little teddy bears, dude. I give him 3 to 4 a day, like 2 in the morning, maybe 2 in the evening. Dude, we love these things. They're soft enough that our old dog they have a little bit of bite to them, a little bit of crunch, but soft enough that he's 15, and he eats them no problem. You know, sometimes that's something that you got to know your dog, and do they have the teeth that can handle crunchy stuff or not? 35% off, guys, $4.99. Click the link. Love that. Okay, so now let's move on to this, the IK Multimedia iRig. It's in here. So it's right here, baby. So check this out. This little device right here allows you to connect a microphone to your iPhone. And so the microphone plugs in here. Typical XLR connection, standard like microphone connection. Also, this is 24% off, guys. Come on. Click the link below, grab it. I've had it for years, I love it. This is how you power the mic. This is the switch right here with the gain. This is, you know, how loud you can crank your mic. This little cable here, one end connects into this. The other end goes into your iPhone. If you have a Lightning iPhone, like I mentioned earlier, iPhones 14 and below have a Lightning connection. Newer iPhones have a USB-C connection. Buy the cord that fits your iPhone. So there's gonna be models for Lightning, and there's gonna be models for USB-C. You just plug it in, you can put this on your desk, and then I could be talking to you. I've done it before, actually. I'm on this little mic now, but you can plug this into your iPhone and record with a microphone into your iPhone. So like, I don't know, if you're doing like a YouTube video and you want to use your phone as the camera and you want to use like a legit good microphone like this one, you can plug this mic into your iPhone. If you didn't know, see this connection here, it's called an XLR cable. It's a big 3-pin cable, looks like this. This doesn't plug into your iPhone. This is microphone technology, and you need to get it into your iPhone, and so you can just plug it in here. And then this part goes into the iPhone. So it's just a way, it's like an intermediary piece to get good sounding microphones into your phone. And of course, nowadays, all the social medias, you want to have good audio, so it's great for that. IK Multimedia is the brand. It's 24% off. What I do sometimes, yeah, you put on your desk, or in the past, I've had like a tall mic stand, and I've just taped this to the mic stand. And yeah, maybe that's janky, but it works really well. I'm gonna skip this next one. Samson Q2U. Let's get into that. So that is a microphone that I'm gonna pull out of this desk here. That, one, it looks sick because it's all black. Dude, this microphone with a price point under $100 crushes. And what's rad, it's got the regular microphone connection, but it's also USB. So plug and play with USB, baby. You can use this to, well, you can use it for your Zooms, whatever, for going live. You can use it for podcasting, YouTube. Yeah, you can have it just on your desk. You can use a little stand like so, connect it on there, and go straight into your computer. Maybe you want better audio when you're talking to your coworkers. Maybe you want better audio when you're creating YouTube or podcasting, or maybe you're about to get into YouTubing or podcasting. You don't know what to get. Dude, this is like what I tell people, the best entry-level mic. One, it's all black, so it looks rad. Two, it's got both connections. And three, which I forgot about, is there is a head, so you plug your headphones, a headphone jack. There's a headphone jack, and you just plug them right in there. There's little volume buttons, if you can see it right here, where you can control the level, the loudness of the headphones. Lightweight, under $100. It's crazy to think, oh, look at the gray hair, guys. It's crazy to think that nowadays, you can get a professional sound for cheap. And in my world, under $100 is cheap. Hopefully in your world too, when it comes to electronics. Regardless, dude, you can sound professional. If you use this, let's say you're podcasting, your sound will be up there with how the top podcasts sound. Maybe not quite there, but it's gonna sound like you know what you're doing. It's gonna sound damn good. This has good bass response too. You can really get like a boomy sound with it. And that's kind of all I gotta say about that. It looks good on camera too if you're doing video stuff because of the all black. I think that looks rad. Anything else? No, nothing else. Samson Q2U. Samson, I had never heard of it until a few years ago, but dude, this mic, type it in online and you're gonna see a lot of solid reviews. I don't know if anyone's ever said anything negative about this in the circles that I've been in and in the stuff that I've read. Okay, next is headphones. For all you YouTubers, content creators out there. Okay, this is my favorite pair of headphones. These are the Sony MDR 7506. I know I'm throwing a lot of brands and tech words and stuff at you, but I've used this brand of headphones for 20 years in recording studios, here at home, etc. A lot of sound guys that film movie, or people that do sound for feature films, super popular brand. The ear fatigue is not bad. They're lightweight. This is super padded. You can see mine's a little torn up. I've been wearing them. It's all about comfort to me. And these are so comfortable. I love wearing them. They're adjustable. You can make them smaller. You can make them bigger to fit your head. It comes with like this bungee cable. And depending on what kind of, you're going straight into the computer, you're gonna use this. If you're using more professional audio gear, you're probably gonna have one of these adapters, and it does come with the adapter. Yeah, just really good, like honest sound. So, some headphones on the market, they enhance like the sound so that what you're listening to isn't actually like the true sound that is coming out of the microphone, because they'll like enhance the bass, or they'll like enhance like the highs to make it sound like silkier and smoother. These don't do that. This is like just true to form. What you hear is how the microphone sounds and how that sound is gonna come across. That's why I want these. That's why I like these. If you're looking for like enhanced sound and stuff like that, like processed where it sounds a little bit better, I'm not a fan of that. But I could see like, I don't know, maybe if you're doing something, listening back to like a video or some maybe music, and it gets a little bit of like boost in there and enhancement. Maybe if you want that, that could be cool, but that's not what these are, so keep that in mind. Guys, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna end this stream here. And there's several other items. There's only one of you, whoever you are, shout out. You've been here, have you been here this whole time? I don't know. There's a few more items, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do another stream either next week or coming soon. And I'm gonna review some other items that I didn't get to today, including some of these like these pedals here, some stuff for my music studio, as well as some like tools, drills and stuff like that. Because I don't know, if you're a homeowner, it's good to have at least like a basic setup of tools and screwdrivers, ratchet sets, all that type of stuff. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. For the very few of you that did, shout out to you. I'm going to do more of these, looking to grow my Amazon influencer account. Been part of the program for several years, but I fell off a little bit while I had a family, and I'm ready to come back and crush it. I've got a lot of products. I'm going to introduce you to my wife inside. We've got kid stuff there. We've got music and audio equipment in here and lifestyle stuff as well. I'm trying to do a well-rounded approach for you guys and talk about the stuff that I love. So thank you. Keep listening, keep engaging, keep creating. I'm out, and I'll be back.